Whew. Fantastic, guys. Yeah, you weren't kidding about being a shredder. What a song. What a song. Great performance all around, guys. Thank you all so much for being here tonight.
Trying my best.
If everyone at home is enjoying themselves, which I'm pretty sure you are. In fact, I don't know how you could not be, but it's about to get better. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. And I'd like to introduce to the show now my co-producer and co-host, Patrick W. Huber.
Grampfather, this is an amazing evening. That last song, Dredging, is probably the favorite song on the new album for me. And I appreciate you playing it perfectly here on our pantry.
Almost.
Get this guy some Gorilla Glue.
No, it was rock and roll. It was fantastic.
I have a fucking... never mind. A friggin... I have a blood blister on my finger, and it's been difficult to drum with that because it hurts a lot.
Damn.
But I'm doing my best.
Your best is blowing my mind right now. You guys sound absolutely incredible. So just keep doing whatever it is you're doing, because all the folks at home are agreeing with their emoji war that's now now raging in the chat. And we'll get to them in just a little bit. But Pat, man, how you doing back there? How you enjoying the show so far this evening?
Everything is rocking and rolling as far as I can tell. Everything is perfect and sounding good and looking good, and the band is just really bringing the sweetness to our ears, right? So we're partying and having a great evening. And listen, you're playing your new album here with us tonight, and I just want to know, from all your back catalog of things that you could have chosen, like the Grampfather, the favorite song that I have, with at least the title. Why do you want to present your album here tonight to our audience and the wider internet?
Promo plug.
Yeah. We're
Them's
just
the
like
breaks, kid.
We're hustling. That's why.
It's the business. Nah, I don't know. I mean, I saw you guys put on the episode for Ramona Lane. We're good friends with them. And then I was like, wow, I was really blown away by the production quality. And obviously looking around us, it makes sense, like how that final product came to. So we just wanted to be a part of it. And this is like, I don't know, probably the most legit video session we've done so far.
I'm the most exhaustive.
I think these are the songs we're the most proud of too. Like these are legitimately the best songs we've written.
I'd say so for myself.
Yeah, I think we're all
well.
unanimous in our excitement about this project and just wanting to get out there and share it with people as much as possible.
Yeah, it feels more succinct and realized. I don't know, just kind of everything fits together. The songs we wrote the album in mind, like keeping in mind the transitions, kind of using, the song we wrote prior to kind of like as a catalyst to kind of as a jumping off point. For example, like the first 4 songs kind of just flow right into each other.
There's a very A-side, B-side dynamic.
Yeah.
I'd say there's also like a concept to it loosely, just being called Laugh Lines, and then it being about like how we're all exhausted, but we're pushing through.
Yeah, it's more like...
And maturing.
Yeah, maturing.
We're laughing at all of our own fucking distress. Frigging...
This guy
sorry.
can't
Oh my
help
God.
It's all right, man. After you hit one, the algorithm penalizes you. So, I mean, you don't have to let them fly, but
Crud, I'm sorry.
No, it's all right.
But yeah, the, I don't know, Laugh Lines is just like an extended metaphor for like living more intentionally and mindfully, and kind of like, we're going to rot inevitably, so might as well do it in bliss. We wrote that song
If we're gonna
a
be
year and a half ago.
I think that single came out almost exactly a year ago.
Yeah, almost a year ago.
if we're going to be ugly, at least we're happy.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's kind of the theme that I've been thinking of writing it and hearing the lyrical content and stuff.
yeah, I mean, it's more like reflective than other albums, I think, and just kind of like, it's a little bit of a, like, from a lyric standpoint, kind of meta, because it's like writing about writing music and lyrics. in a way, and just kind of, I mean, we've been doing it for a long time, and it's just like, you see all these kids with their like rich parents' money, and they're just like popping off and getting signed and shit, and it's just like, oh, I mean, and
I don't know
and
anyone like that.
and I don't know, it's just kind of like you got to really love it to keep at it when you're not being financially supported in that way, and it's just kind of like a passion project. But yeah, I don't know, just kind of like the love for music and writing and life, even though it'll throw you many obstacles.
We're all really tired, and our faces are starting to look like it.
Yeah.
Those are the laugh lines.
Exactly.
We're having a really good time.
We laughed, we cried.
Yeah.
No, I get it. As a songwriter myself, I feel some of my material is reflecting similar themes. But we love it, and our fingers will, Tony, quite literally bleed for what we love doing. And I could totally see that from you
Oh, no,
guys.
that was from my other job.
Oh, okay. You could have taken a really nice compliment there, man.
Well, thank you.
No, but I get it. And so how do you guys all collaborate to achieve that vision? How do all the four pieces come together to create this unified voice that we're hearing?
I mean, usually the process is like, I'll write the structure, the chord structure and lyrics, and
And then I'll just
Present
go
it to
like
the
sicko
guys.
mode until James tells me to cool it.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, just kind of trying to translate. Tony can attest to that. Like where I try to tell him what I have in mind, and it's like a different language.
It really is.
But somehow he gets it after not too long. So
I think
it
my
just
role
comes
is the
with
translator between the two of you.
yeah.
And I feel like just all of us kind of have to speak in our own languages to each other. And I mean, how I think we've been approaching things lately is like just playing things over and over again until it sounds really, really good. We kind of write a song and then hone in on each part. I mean, that's
Yeah.
corny, but
Compared to the last few albums, which
more
2022
TNA.
we put out 2 albums, and I don't know, I guess we were kind of very in a King Gizzard headspace where we were just like, all right, let's just put out like as much music as we can or whatever. And then it wasn't like, not that it wasn't received the way we wanted, but I feel like we would have had a better response maybe if we had sat on it longer and kind of not that I regret it. I mean, I think it's a good album, but this one feels like more significant in a way. Just since we've like allowed ourselves to like marinate on it a little bit more.
I'm feeling real marinated.
Yeah, totally. And so it kind of feels like, Pat, they're kind of perfectly segueing into something you had been telling me for a while now. You've wanted to ask them about this record.
Yeah, well, it's first of all, you have to remind the audience when the album actually comes out. But once you're done with the marketing and the release and everything, and it's out there, what's your plans next? Are you going to be touring with this material? Or are you going to be coming up with some music videos to definitely entice the audience to the Grampfather style?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both. We're working on some music videos right now, and then I think the plan is to do some weekenders in the Northeast come June and the summer months. But yeah, a little bit of both, which is kind of what we do after every album release, but more so I think we're going to focus on hitting some regional spots to promote it for this one more so than others. But yeah, we plan on playing shows and doing some music videos. So
Yeah, we're doing a release show on April 27th, which is when you can stream and pick up the album yourself. And that'll be at the studio/house where I live, and we practice and record and do the whole thing.
where the magic happens.
Yeah, it's called
Yes.
Terrapin Kitchen, and Jake's doing a really good job with it.
DM for the address.
Yeah.
It definitely will be. If you'll have the band show crew, we'd love
For
to come
sure,
out.
yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, but the album drops April 26th, so that Friday, and then the release show's the following day.
Fantastic.
But yeah, we have a few spots that we've booked already, but we're just kind of like allowing it to kind of come together organically and just try to get out of New York a little bit. Although we will be playing a bunch in New York, so if you are NY natives, then we will see you soon.
I'm gonna shout out DIY Kingston also while you're at it because it's a good page to follow on Instagram.
Yeah,
if you
that's
have
true.
one.
Yeah, if you're looking for any local shows, DIY Kingston.
Yeah, that's-
curated by yours truly,
Yours
James
truly.
Kwapisz.
Our boy right here.
Yeah, it was kind of like after the pandemic and shows started coming back, I noticed a kind of void in the Kingston music scene, and I just kind of wanted to like create a place, like one place that people could kind of refer to see what's going on in the area. Kind of totally piggybacking on a DIY New Paltz, which was like very, I don't know, just organized really well. And I felt like Kingston needed something like that. But then it ended up just being like
emails, venues, yeah.
Yeah, I made a spreadsheet of like venues in upstate New York and the city even. And it just became like kind of like Hudson Valley generalized. But people have really seemed to respond well to it. And
we're big believers in community, and that's was inspiring to me with James running DIY, and that made me want to start my own DIY venue and give all of the amazing artists in the Hudson Valley and even touring artists, from other areas,
all the effort,
a place to perform and record and just do the thing. And it's fun because I get to practice recording and doing photography and stuff. But community is awesome, and it's really great being here in a student-run studio. Is the same ethos, and you guys are a really wonderful crew and doing a great job. And it's very warm to be here, figuratively and literally, because there's a lot of light. But so
a little warm.
Thanks for having us.
yeah.
Of course. It's our pleasure. And, the sense of community is also shared with the chat tonight. We've really gone astray from the initial two emojis that we sort of threw in the ring together, but I would venture to say for the better. I'm seeing some cat shock emojis, frogs, Christmas trees, face without a mouth emoji, among many others.
That's for me.
And some nice comments though are pretty awesome, and such a unique sound in a really great way. And I could not agree more, which is why I've been dying to ask you guys. We've been talking music all day, but let's just go around real quick and maybe get like 3 or 4 from every member of Grampfather. Your influences, who inspired you to either pick up the sticks, break your first G string while tuning, or whatever it may be. Who inspired you to be the musicians you are today? Let's start with James.
I definitely started off with like classic rock. Beatles, very original, I know. But Beatles, Led Zeppelin, and then I like went straight into the Black Sabbath. And I don't know. It's nice to kind of. I just think I have like very different influences, and it's nice to like put it all under one umbrella and kind of see how they mix and amalgamate, and But yeah, I don't know. Modest Mouse and King Gizzard, I would say, are the most like. If you put those two together, you get Grampfather would be the weird child from that.
The Gramp child.
Yes.
I guess me next.
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
I like all of those bands. Players and groups who inspire me the most, I really love. Like Mike Dirnt and Green Day is a really awesome rhythmic and melodic bass player. I love Simon Gallup and The Cure. He's the secret sauce to all of those songs, and in his partnership with Robert Smith too is a really great.
Robert Smith of The Cure.
Robert Smith of The Cure. Very, very simple one-string melodies that just cut through and sound beautiful, and then people like Tony Levin and Justin Chamberlain and Tool, like they get a little bit more intricate and weird, and I like the proggy stuff as well. Saw Pino Palladino the other weekend with Drew at the Blue Note, which was just one of the most inspiring performances.
Just Pino?
It was Pino, Isaiah Sharkey, and Chris Dave.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It was really something
I
else.
missed that show, and I'm really upset about that.
That's fantastic. Well, what Tony? What about you though? Who inspires you?
I I don't know. I guess I started off as like, any drummer would get really into like Metallica, Slayer, just trying to play as fast and heavy stuff as he possibly could. Yeah, but I don't know. You get really fast, and then after a while, it gets boring. So lately, I've kind of been more focused on like math rock, jazz, stuff like that. Yeah, Chris Dave. That's why I said I'm really jealous that they got to go and see him, because he's, in my opinion, the greatest drummer on the planet right now.
He's up.
Yeah.
He's up
Right of
there.
them,
He's up
yeah.
there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
For
mean,
sure.
Danny Carey,
Oh,
of course, from Tool. All the I like all the polyrhythmic stuff. Not the shizit, the stuff. Stuart Copeland, yep. I have a Meshuggah tattoo. Thomas Haka, big shout out, because he taught me how to like play 2 time signatures at the same time. So thank you.
Fantastic. Andrew, what about you?
In terms of guitar playing, I think the first would probably have been George Harrison. My dad's a big Beatles fan, so I grew up listening to those records. He was just a master of kind of just playing what needed to be played and fitting the space very properly. And then going on from that, I naturally progressed into Hendrix and Jimmy Page. Watching the Hendrix at Woodstock DVD was a very pivotal moment for me. Didn't really think guitar playing could really sound like that until I watched that DVD. And then come like early high school, I heard Trey Anastasio and Fish play, or just heard Fish for the first time, and he kind of completely flipped me on my head in terms of what I thought was possible in terms of guitar playing. But he's a big inspiration for me. But that's I'd say the 3 big touchstones for me in terms of guitar playing.
Yeah, that's fantastic trifecta right there. And speaking of fantastic trifectas, we have another set coming up from Grampfather right here, right now. And perhaps the emoji should have been a whale. But there's a lot of moving parts with this production, and you can't necessarily get everything right. But we're happy to introduce Whale Song from Grampfather live on our band show. Take it away, gentlemen.